always a chance. I get that. But none of us believed this was possible. It's still hard to believe. Where do we go from here, guys? Holy Savage Angel says Trump ordered flags to be half-staffed for him. American M says, Tim, I hope you're doing okay. This is a sad, sad day. I'm so sad and angry. I saw the video and I'm just angry. Immediately, like the security contractors we work with reached out to us. Everything is highest possible alert. And it's kind of crazy. We had Wade Miller on, and he's a vet. He did combat, and he said, you know, when you're out there in Iraq, you get complacent after a couple of weeks, right? You're standing around doing nothing for so long that finally when something happens, it catch you off guard. You stop looking around corners, for instance. You don't expect it. And this is kind of how we operate. I mean, I was just saying the other day, like, man, it's so chill. Did we win? I should have listened to my own advice. The left won't just accept that we are winning politically. Charlie was the king of the debate. He won every time. He won so much, thousands would crowd around to hear him. He was quick-witted. He was smart. He was right. They couldn't tolerate it. And I feel stupid for thinking in the past month that we may have won. You know, it's reading the words.
Hey, everybody.
Feels fake. The hardest thing. There's a video on X. Everybody I know, when they call me with updates, I'm just crying. Attila says, I never got to meet him personally, but I'm legit sad by this. Videos like his and Jordan Peterson helped give me introspection of myself and helped with my depression. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Man. Lionheart says, this can't go unanswered. FBI needs to step up and go after people who call for this stuff. They celebrate it. They celebrate it online. They advocate for it. They play games. 86-47. People came out and they were like, look at the conservative who said 86-46. And I'm like, all of it's bad. Don't do any of it.
Yeah, I've already seen
Let's just chill out.
Videos of the left celebrating this.
Clint Torres says,
the man's body's not even cold yet. They're out here celebrating it. Like it's a fucking
we should all
victory.
strive to be like Charlie and take up the torch, continue his work, and strive to complete his mission. God's will be done. We have an autographed Charlie Kirk poster in our studio. The legend. He was...
the day before 9/11.
You know, it's kind of a trope when people eulogize or they talk about someone who passed. It's only ever the best things imaginable. I have nothing but good things to say about Charlie Kirk. I got some funny things to say. I don't think he liked Ian very much. Seemed to be very frustrated by that lunatic. But it's like every time I saw him, there was nothing but good news. He's amazing. I texted him recently. I was just texting with him. Hit him up. What do? Our security now is, we have security. We have armed guards. We've got barriers. We get threats, all that stuff. And now it's like high alert. And the reason I brought up the Iraq thing was because it's basically like, you know, I just walk around. You know what I mean? When I go to the city, I just walk around. I don't have bodyguards. We try to bring some friends just because, but I'm like, nothing's gonna happen, right? And probably not. Like who am I? You know what I mean? Everybody is on high alert. Cranked up to 11.
Yep.
Every personality in the space is sitting down with their security teams right now. Everybody who's been in the space and dealt with death threats is having a quick, few minutes to go over everything with local law enforcement, as they do. We do it. Our security does it. And we've already, everyone, this is an escalation to an insane degree. This is one of the most devastating assassinations in American history and of our lives. Charlie was 31 years old.
Married with 2 children. One of
We'll be
them
live
being
tonight at 8
very,
p.m., but I imagine it'll be
young.
similar. I don't know how to, Did you guys know Charlie was going to debate Hassan Piker in 2 weeks? At least that's what the reporting is. And all these leftists are celebrating it. And Hassan has been just absolutely slamming them. I don't know exactly what he said. But what I've heard is that he's been heavily criticizing them, saying, stop celebrating this, stop. Because the same will happen to me. We don't want this. Sam Hyde's a really funny guy. I think he's really funny, actually. But he did that event at the boxing match where he said he was going to kill Hassan Piker. And they were like, you're joking. He's like, not a joke, in real life, at his house. I'm not okay with it. And I get people coming to me every day being like, oh, come on, Tim, Sam's joking. Guys, I understand. Sam Hyde is a really funny guy. He's really smart. We have mutual friends. But I'm like, dude, listen, that's not okay. Because there are people who like Hassan who see that, and then they go, guys, they're planning on killing us. And it's sure it's a joke, but bro, when you say, no, it's not a joke, you're going to do it, then what do you expect people to believe? So I'm not trying to come down on Sam. I'm just saying, this is why I'm like, there's a line. And, I don't know exactly what Hassan is saying. The dude has said some bad things. But I'm going to try and, to the liberals that are coming out and condemning the violence and calling for it to stop, it's a good thing. I don't want to fight anybody. Rocksmith says, you need to be careful going forward, Tim. There's no limit with evil people. You're correct. So right now, the issue is this. We've got these live events planned. Live audience. Security assessment right now is, not going to happen. What should I do? What should I do? Again, Charlie's 100 times bigger than I am. He's the guy. I'm just a guy at his event. Many, many more, much bigger and more prominent than I. But the general assessment is shut it down. Talking to a buddy of mine who's planning a bunch of these events, saying, like, is this it for us? Because we were going to do an event at a university. Maybe it is. What do you say, So Duke says 2 shots rang out, Tim. There was a second gunman on the roof across from Charlie. That is what I've heard from some military commentary. The shot appears to come from a slightly elevated position, coming from his right side. I can't believe it, man. What is this? Alarinel says, ramp up your protection, Tim, and also encourage people who think they don't need it, like Asmongold. They don't understand how important their message is or how evil these people are. Take care of yourself. Everybody in the space. Body armor. Proper weapons training. First aid training. Get it done. Bug out bag. Get it done. And not because we think war has erupted, but because sometimes criminals have guns. Sometimes bad storms hit and you need food. Me, I'm decked out. Largely because I'm just a nut. You know what I mean? The gag is I pulled a war machine from Iron Man. I went to the local gun store. This is actually a true story. And I walked in. It wasn't that big of a gun store. It's maybe only like 100 square. It's pretty small. 150 square feet in the room. And I looked around and I went, I'll take it. And they were like, which one? I was like, all of it. And they laughed. And they were like, okay. I'm like, no, I'm kidding. Like, let's go. I think I bought like 50 guns. Bro, I'm in West Virginia. I get death threats all the time. We had the bomb squad come out to our studio several times. We've had crazy people show up saying they were sent by God. And I'm like, each different gun for a different circumstance. Because I can. Nobody should come here. Do not come here. People don't get the message. Especially now. Do not come here. All right, let's see what we have here. There's a news update. Let's see. Looked like there was an update, but YouTube just jumped on me. This is what it does. An update from Fox News. Blah says, Tim, I just saw a headline on Fox saying the shooter has not been put in custody. Yeah. Let me check my messages because I've not been looking at this, but phone's blowing up. Got a bunch of messages. Maybe we have some private updates. I can just say this. You know, we do a lot of work with a bunch of different companies as well as people in politics, Congress, the executive branch. So we're in communication with a lot of people. And I'll just check my messages and maybe there's something I can report. I don't know. My messages are blowing up. Yeah. Charlie. Man. These posts are just absolutely disgusting. Holly Movie Star says, Tim, casino auditoriums. You're right, but they're very expensive. Casinos have intense security, depending on which casino you go to. They have these scanning machines that when you walk in, like MGM and Maryland Live is a good example. When you walk in, they have these machines you walk through, and then a computer, AI, will say if you're strapped or not.
Hey, Milo.
And they got cameras everywhere. They're not so much worried about you getting shot, although they don't want you to get shot. They're concerned about you cheating or someone cheating with you. Casinos are a possibility, but they're very, very, very expensive. I think we looked at one. I think Maryland Live maybe was like between 20 and 50 grand. We can't afford that. I mean, if we'd have to sell tickets at $150 plus get sponsors to make that happen. I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to say a few things. Charlie, you will be missed more than I think most people realize. My thoughts and prayers to Charlie's family, his friends, and those around him. I'm nowhere near the top of the list of people who have a right to be, personally outraged or anything like that. I didn't hang out with the guy. We didn't play golf together or anything, but he was my friend. And he took care of me and my crew, and he was nice to us. And he treated us like we were worthy. He treated us like, when we go to his events, it was like We were the stars of the show. I know we're not. Tucker Carlson speaking. Come on. We got to have Charlie Kirk and Tucker Carlson on Timcast IRL on the stage at TPUSA, and he made you feel like you were special. We were here for you, but we were all there for him. And it means so much to me. And it meant so much to me the whole time that I was always just had this feeling like I am so grateful to get to be a part of this thing that he had built. And someone evil took this man from us. So my thoughts and my prayers to his family. And I just hope everybody keeps it cool. And I appreciate you guys coming in and watching this. And I apologize if in any way obviously I'm talking about myself a little bit. That's why I'm like, I don't want to do a video like this. But I think it's probably irresponsible not to at least talk about what's happening behind the scenes a little bit and how we feel about this and why it was so important that we talk about Charlie and his work. It feels like it's not real. It feels like a nightmare. I feel like I'm going to wake up in 5 minutes. I can't believe this, man. My friends, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. And we'll have more updates. 8 o'clock, we'll be live with Timcast IRL like we always do. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll see y'all tonight.